Hello! Hello. Welcome. Welcome back. Here we are, undefeated and alive after a week hiatus, guys. Welcome back. I know we were here last week, but it feels like homecoming. It feels like a week in between chapters is too long. It's too much, right? I see people are bitching and whining about me being perfectly on time. I don't know, like, you all seem to think that it's like the second that we hit that minute, that's when we're live. You're wrong. I just want to quickly take a time, just some time to say congratulations, Blissy, on being first. Undisputed first commenter right there. I see the word first, so well done. Give yourself a hand. Give yourself a hand. Tuning in mid-sentence. Is that what it looks like to you guys, by the way? Is that what it looks like to you guys? Because I start talking, I don't know how much buffer room there is before it starts picking things up. So it's just like part way through. It just starts part way through. That's crazy. That's crazy. Because the first half of that sentence, you didn't hear it. You didn't hear it, but goddamn, it was a fucking good first half of a sentence. It's probably the best one ever said. Probably one of the best. Not many better. One of the best sentences, maybe ever. Probably a live. Yeah, I do need a live soon screen. That's not how we do it. That's not how we do things here. We've got a kind of like you know, duct tape vibe going around here. Yeah. Well, Human Dynamo, that is actually really interesting because I do think that there's a non-0% chance that maybe like Momo could use the Ogre Club in some way without unleashing her powers. It's too early. I think it's too early for her powers to come back, right? Like, that's my personal estimation of things. I think it's too early. But I do think that there is a potential for her to some way wield the club just to kind of remind her or help her acknowledge that she does have these powers underneath, right? Yeah, emphasis on dreams there. Mostly dreams. But yeah, no. Chapter. We got a new chapter, guys. It was good. It was enjoyable. It was what would you say? It feels like just a really nice Dandadan chapter, which I'm down with because it does feel like we've had a bit of hard going with fight scenes in the past arc. At least a lot of people, that's the common consensus, is that most people aren't super happy with a lot of the pacing of the last arc. I think looking back on it, people will think of that arc more favorably in the future. But that it is what it is, you know. I enjoyed this arc. It feels like a kind of like a classic early Dandadan fight, right? Like a fight that you would have seen early in the manga. It's just Momo and Okarun just kind of like just at it, you know. Hi Jenny, hi everybody. I enjoyed this a lot. Changing on Typhoon Man. All right, Typhoon Man may be for me the low point of the series, right? Now I don't know. Like I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how time treats it, right? We'll see in a year from now how we feel, right? Yeah, no, I mean, like you say non-romance centered, and I agree. I agree that is the nice thing about it, but something about Dandadan that I love, especially Momo and Okarun, just generally, is how consistent it is with its with the way that the characters behave, right? Like there is something to be said about the fact that the characters don't just have to say how they feel or talk about how they feel, which is super commonplace in anime, by the way. It's less about what people are saying to each other in any 1 minute, and it's more about the way that they act in these moments. So when they're fighting, you can tell that there is a closeness between the two of them, even though it may not seem... Momo might not know who Okarun is. She feels this comfort inside of her. She's already expressed that she feels that. And that comes out in this as well. Like she's clearly looking to him for defense, right? Like she's kind of hiding behind him, looking for protection. She trusts him, whether or not that is whether or not that's something that she's conscious about. She obviously has some kind of lingering trust in her for him, and you see that based on the way that they interact with each other in a fight like this. And I adore that. I fucking adore that, because you don't need to read into it from the perspective of what people are saying to each other. It's just expressed in every single action, and I adore that. And it really speaks to the bond that they already have, even at this stage, right? It's good. I mean, it's also really cool to see when you compare, because obviously, like I said, this is kind of like a classic Momo and Okarun fight, right? Like it's just the two of them, and they're combating the threat, right? A lot of the time, and you'll find that this is the case in some of the early stuff like the Kaiju arc, and especially the first arc. Okarun is not really the kind of guy who just acts, right? Like he normally needs some kind of permission, right? There needs to be some kind of authority figure most of the time to help him wield his powers, right? He was always very, very strong, but in order to know what to do, how to perform, he typically would need somebody there to lead him, right? A lot of the time. That kind of dissipated as we went through the Space Globalist arc, and especially in Danmara, that was kind of fading away. But here, even without powers, and you contrast it really nicely to those early chapters, those early arcs, is we see him taking charge here, right? Like, he is constantly trying to defend Momo. He's acting without needing any kind of permission structure in place. He's just performing, right? And I love it. It's great. He's strong. He's a strong character. He's a strong actor in these scenes, and I love that. It's great. It's a really nice fight scene. It's also feels back to the roots. Do you know what I mean? Like, it feels like we've gotten back to the basics of this. It's just dealing with a threat, right? Dealing with well, in this case, a mummy. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's silly. It's funny. It's Dandadan. What are you doing here? The cat's in here. She's gonna be. Yeah, I know. She's gonna be screeching the whole time. Sorry, guys. But I know, so early. She's normally asleep at this point. But this is a great chapter. I'm really enjoying the depowered characters. Yeah, no, that's it. What is it, sweetheart? Are you jumping? Oh, I know. Oh. Are you miserable? You miserable cat? Yeah, no, this is how she meows. She screeches. Do you screech? Okay, go on. Go on. Don't mess up my camera on the way there. Yeah, I know, Sky. I know, sweetheart. You're ruining my stream. Or making it better. I don't know. I don't know what these people want. Okay, come here. On the lap. No? Okay. Anyway, guys. Performance anxiety. Yeah. Right, guys. So, any of you guys who haven't been here before, in the live chat section over there is the pinned comment is the current chapter, and what we tend to do is we'll just go through the current chapter together, and you can kind of go along with it if you want to, or you can just listen to me yap, whatever it is that you prefer. Whatever it is that you prefer, you know? However, yeah, so we kind of just use it as like a loose way of talking about the chapter, that kind of thing. Hi, Pickle. But yeah, right, so, and look, this, generally speaking, is a really fun chapter. It's really simple. You know, I don't expect that this fight is going to go on for chapters and chapters, right? Like, I suspect that it's maybe got one more chapter, maybe 2 max left in it. You know? Like they'll find out like the secret to beating him or something, and then they'll just defeat the guy. But there's nothing massive or monumental that's happened in this chapter. What is your problem, sweetheart? I know. Okay. Come on, down you go. There you go. Good girl. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, starting the chapter. Right, so we start with the mummy on a bicycle. What's the name of this again? What's the name of this this specific cryptid? I forget the name of it. She has big thoughts about Okarun's man up. Hell yeah. Anyway, he's on his bicycle. It's got one of those little baskets on it, which is very cute too. Big fan. Tonkaraton. Yeah. I really like the kind of like the fact that he's riding on his own tail. I presume that maybe like it's definitely going to be related to the colors thing, how they beat him, but it's pretty cool. The Serpos suck. Guys, I'm sorry, but the Serpos are the worst. Like, apart from the one Serpo, the salary man, my boy. Apart from him, the rest of the Serpos fucking suck. They're so creepy looking. They've always sucked. They're the worst. I don't mean like they're bad as in I don't like them as like a character type. I think that they're quite ridiculous in a good way. But they're the worst guys. They're the worst guys around. But controversial opinions here at Safe. Fuck off. I'm gonna be the one to say it, guys. The bad guys suck. Yeah, that's right. That's right. But anyway, Okarun is wielding his lightsaber, the Ogre Club. And yeah, it's very cool. It's cool that he's got a weapon. Also, fucking hands on this guy. Fucking hands on this guy, by the way. Time to cancel. No, don't cancel me. I've already been cancelled too many times. Please. 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 What happened? Did my music stop? What the helly? What was that? Okay, that was bizarre. That was bizarre. Are we good? Can you see me again? Okay, we're back. Alright, we're so back, guys. We are so back. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was about, but let me see if I can... If I've got too many resources running at the moment. How bizarre. Okay, maybe that'll clear up some space. Anyway. Yeah, froze there for a second, guys. What was I saying? Crashing out so early. No crash outs. No crash outs. Come on, guys. Anyway, the he's got his lightsaber going, right, which is pretty dope. I like giving him a weapon. I do wonder whether or not this is a weapon that's going to get kind of like brought round to his yokai form in some capacity. Introducing it just to get rid of it seems like it would be like kind of like a quick fire thing to use. It would be interesting if this develops into an actual weapon that he can use when he's back in his yokai form, which I do miss, to be honest. I really do like seeing Okarun kind of just doing his own thing and being strong enough to deal with things himself, and not having to rely on powers is pretty baller. But I do miss his yokai form. There was something about it because whenever he just jumped into his form, you'd know that it was on business, you know? And he also looked so cool. Speedsters don't need weapons. Yeah, maybe, but I suppose his I suppose it's really down to whether or not this weapon is only able to turn into this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, this uses his own innate spiritual power, right? So I'm interested. I'm intrigued about what exactly this turns into in the future, because we all know he's eventually going to get his powers back, but I suppose the question is, how fucking long is this gonna take? I'm not against where we're at right now. I've actually been looking forward to just a depowered arc because Momo and Okarun are both depowered. This is something that I spoke about earlier this year about desperately wanting. So I'm not trying to be ungrateful for that. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely interesting. I'm also curious what color it is. As you can see from the thumbnail, I made it a kind of like bluey kind of teal, right? But that was mainly just because like Momo in my mind, you know. Yeah, could you imagine if yeah, it makes you wonder who's been sat on this ogre club for all this time, right? I feel like anybody could have used it and it'd be sick. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Well, my thinking is Medley is that the Okarun's limitations in his yokai form have always come from his frame, right? It's always come from his body's limitations, not being able to keep up with the yokai powers. I mean, even way back in the beginning, in the training training chapter, Seiko told him, like way back when they were getting ready to go face Turbo Granny, Seiko told him that his inability to go all out more than twice comes down to his physical limitations, so he needs to get stronger physically. But I presume that him being what would you say, spiritually more powerful as well as physically more powerful should enhance his ability to exploit his yokai power. I mean, he went all out 3 times, right? Like he went all out 3 times in Danmara, so he is capable of it without dying, and he seemed no worse for wear afterward either, for the record. You know, so I don't know. If he was to get into his turbo, well, I think he'll probably still act moody and depressed just because that's his thing, you know, that's his character thing that he does. So I can't see him not doing it. But yeah, he was just kind of chilling afterwards. So I don't know. God, that was so fucking long ago. That was so long ago, guys. Things are crazy in the manga right now, for the record, right? Like this does not feel like things have slowed down. Things have not really slowed down since Danmara. And even then, actually, it was pretty much straight after Space Globalist. So it feels like after season 2 in the anime, things are just at a breakneck pace, right? Which is why I quite like this stuff with its little slice of life kind of elements, you know. It's nice to see things slow down sometimes. You know, I don't think that we'll when we get to the Okarun, the end of the chapter, we'll talk about what the implications of the final frame are. Yeah, the slice of life stuff is really the stuff that attracted me to Dandadan in the first place, right? Like for me, all of the fighting, and I've talked about this ad nauseum, but all of the fighting and stuff is really an expression of the character dynamics and the character conflicts playing out in front of us. I suppose even then you could say that the exception is the Space Globalist arc, but it's kind of not really. Because the Space Globalist arc wasn't just about fighting the aliens, really. It was about everybody working as a team, showing that they can work as a team, and that teamwork overcoming anything, right? And most of the time, fights are they need to have that characterization woven into it. Or what's the point, you know? Like, what's the point? Hi, Eric. Yeah, I know. It's we're in a spooky place with this, but don't worry about it. Yeah. No, that's it. Like, I think that he will. It's good that he's able. His response rate and his reaction rate is kind of like is kind of just I suppose been enhanced by his time with his powers, right? Yeah, the team growing in that arc is really, really important. but my point is that all of these the fights are expressions of something that is really important to the characters, right? Even here, we're seeing Momo and Okarun. Not just actually. It's not just them working together in this instance. It's really about him protecting her. She's never needed really just constant protection like Momo hasn't, and you can see in this chapter, I feel like she's a bit more reserved, lacks confidence, and that's not really Momo, and I suspect that this is related to the fact that she is so emotionally reserved right now, right? Like she's hiding a lot of who it is that lingers underneath, and that is expressed in this fight. She doesn't really act or perform in the way that you would expect her to, and she lets Okarun take the lead. And it also shows us how far he has come as a character, and he means it when he says that he wants to be there for her, because he's doing everything he can. You know, the guy is an absolute legend. I'm really into his current arc, his current kind of behavior, and I think it's really important for Momo seeing him do that, because she doesn't trust him, or hasn't trusted him up until very recently. She hasn't really even given him the time of day, right? And seeing this bravery, seeing this him willing to put everything on the line for her, shows that when he told her last 2 weeks ago, was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, 3 weeks ago, that he loved her. When he told her that, it wasn't just words. It's backed up by all of this. Because you don't do this for somebody unless you feel deeply and passionately about it. And he's demonstrating that here. And I think that's what really matters here. Because he's putting himself on the line. He's throwing himself in between her and the enemy constantly. The guy is a fucking G, man. I love Okarun. He's been, like, for the past, like, how long now? He has been absolutely performing. He has been performing. He's so good. He's not even the same character anymore. You know what I mean? Like he has come so far from that first chapter. It's absurd. But you know what it is? It's like what's the best example? You know what the best comparison is? Is like Breaking Bad in a capacity, right? I don't mean that he's like Walter White, right? But the character of Walter White at the beginning and the end of the series are completely different. Completely different. If you were to put them next to each other and say he becomes him, you wouldn't believe it. But then there is no break point or anything. There's no snapping point. There's no episode to episode where they're different characters. It is a very slow progression over time to the point where he does become this person, but it's believable, and it's hard to know exactly when those moments were where he started to switch, right? Okarun is in that same vein. If you were to put him now up against his earliest point in the show, right, he would not look like the same guy at all. But his progression from that guy to this guy has been so natural that it's hard to pinpoint exactly when he switched, when he changed, you know? Oh, I've got all the fucking comedians in the chat. Oh, chat. Comedians, everybody. Which is the Fly episode? Which is the Fly episode? They're the same guy. Confirmed. Fucking bullshit, dude. What's wrong with you guys? What's wrong with you? Honest to God. I swear to God. Also, the Fly episode's good. Fucking fight me. My coffee's already going cold, and that's your fault, right? Anyway, what were we saying? Yeah, no, yeah, but he's demonstrating a lot of these excellent traits right here, right? And you're quite right about the plane arc, the dad arc. He it's the Dandadan. Fuck's sake, no. That's crazy. I can actually do a fucking sick Jesse impression. I can actually do a really good Jesse impression. I'm not doing it here, though. I'm too embarrassed. I'll do it on Discord for you. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member, guys, to get access to my Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. You just have to join as a free member on my Patreon. But that's where I'll do it. In fact, I've already got one there. But I'm not doing it here. Absolutely not. Angle. Yeah. Anyway, so he's got his sword. And I'm cold. Is my heater? Bruh. We on? We live? Yeah, we're good. Cool. Sorry, I was just turning on my heater. And by that I mean plugging it in. Using the greatest plugs in the world, the British plug. No, I'm not teeing it up. Although I am teeing it. I don't have my t-shirt around here. But here's one of them. Safetiesonrookie.com / No, you don't need... There's no / Oh, that shit. Let me... You wish you looked this fresh. Holy shit. Holy fuck. You want to look fresh as this? Fucking safetiesonrookie.com, guys. Nothing low key about it. I'm dripping in my own merch. From the community, by the community, for the community. Anyway. Thanks, Neezy. Thanks. Fresh, it makes you cold. It is very cozy. Anyway, I really like this frame here, right? This is really cool. I like this a lot. It's got like Star Wars vibes to it. You know what I mean? Right? It's got like Star Wars vibes to it. I love it. It's cool. Yeah, I've got I used it as the thumbnail. Yeah, you're just upset that I didn't use this one. 1 in 10 men, guys. 1 in 10 men, okay? You know, get yourself checked, guys. You know, it could happen to anyone. Balls do not maketh man, I'm afraid. I can't believe he made that a panel either. It's crazy. That is crazy. Kind of hilarious. I don't know why, but actually, you see this here? I got really bad anxiety here. You see this bit? Because this kind of looks like she's on his shoulder, and it made me think of Small Momo, and I was getting distressed. I was getting distressed at the visual of it. I was like, no, that's just one of the little cut-in panel things. She's not actually teeny tiny on his shoulder. But I'll tell you, that stressed me out. You're not a member anymore. That's unfortunate. Well, you know, you could always just wait until the next membership drop comes. I don't know when that is. I know, Small Momo PTSD, that's it. Yeah, no, performance anxiety, guys, it can happen. All right, don't worry about it. Anyway, yeah, he's got a lightsaber now. Which is pretty sick. And then it starts to flop over. It's unfortunate, but it can happen. I wonder exactly... I imagine it's just because he doesn't have a great deal of control over his spiritual power. I think the thing with Okarun that's funny is he's like a... he is completely just will-driven. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if he doesn't have a natural affinity towards something, he just fucking works and pushes until he can do it. And it's so resilient. It's so resilient and powerful and inspiring. Like, he is a very inspiring character because of the fact that if he just does it, you know what I mean? Like, he pushes himself so much. Constantly. Yeah, you can tell that it's a lot. it's a lot for him. And I do wonder, like, again, I don't think necessarily, like, this is the thing. If Gigi had access to a weapon like this, I do think that that he would be able to wield it, at least in some capacity, quite powerfully, because he's got that, you know, ability, that natural affinity for things. But seeing Okarun push himself to access whatever reserves of chi he has inside of himself is pretty cool, you know? Yeah. That's true as well. Like, this is pure willpower. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's really going for it. And it's also like keeping, I imagine, like a consistent output of spiritual energy in this way is going to be very difficult. Again, I think there's someone like Momo. This is like a weapon that's like made for her. Maybe, you know, this is kind of my thing. This is why I made the weapon the same color as, more or less, as her powers in the thumbnails, because it feels like this is kind of the same breed of power as Momo's spiritual abilities. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Tiberius. It's kind of... That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so it's interesting. And I also think that... Oh, what was that? That was weird. But I do think that... I mean, it would be cool for Momo to have, like, an actual weapon, but... Because I don't know to what extent he's going to be using this if he does get his Turbo Granny powers back, right? Like, is he just going to get it essentially thrown to the wayside? You know? Oh, thanks, Toaster. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. No, I mean, like, we'll see, I guess. Like, for me, the cat went good. Yeah, I know. Just knit that fucking merchandise already. God damn it. All right? Get back to work, cat. Momo is not an alien. I fucking despise that. I'm sorry. I fucking I despise that theory. I think it's fucking outlandish. Really do. You know. Anyway, so he starts talking to Momo. He starts talking to Momo. I'm sorry, Jenny. I'm sorry. He starts talking to Momo about the Ogre Club and how he got that from Seiko, and how he's supposed to pour his spiritual energy into it to charge it so that he can use it. And yeah, this is the weapon, right? But obviously he's struggling to use it because he doesn't have that immediate capacity to just pour out with spiritual energy, and this is not the best place for it, right? Like, this feels like the worst place to be testing this weapon, especially with the fucking Serpos there. Goddamn Serpos, man. They're the worst. They're the worst. I'm sorry, but they're the worstins. Support, is that a fucking Vamola line? That's a Vamola line from the Dad arc, isn't it? Dad arc, fucking hell. We have our own language here, I swear to God, by the way. But anyway, yeah. It is also really interesting, like, this is something else that I really enjoy about Dandadan, is that they get very creative with the powers, and not necessarily in a way that's just like power scaling or whatever. Like, the removal of all of all the kind of like environment that's black is really interesting. I think that's a really interesting limiting factor to the situation, right? Like, but to the point where, like, there's basically levitating like you know, text on the floor from like the street signs and stuff. I think that's really interesting. It's cool. It reminds me of the Serpo arc, where they're in the water and all of the walls and everything are made of water, you know. CSG is Okarun's dad. I don't know why you would think that. I don't think he is. Why are you just making stuff up? Why just make, theories, like, I'm totally down for people coming up with whatever theories they want to, but goddamn, it needs to be rooted in some kind of something, right? Like, it's crazy to just kind of go, yeah, but like, what was if he's an ancient god from the planet Venus? It's like, bro, like, what are you talking about? Why are you saying that? Ain't no one even thought of that before. It's crazy to me. God damn, man. No, he's the sun god from Neptune 5. It's the weak hiatus. I think it's got people like losing their marbles a little, guys. Come on. That's a really good point. Blissy. I mean, like, it makes you wonder, like, I don't know. It's cool. This is, like I said, it's just a really interesting ability. And it also means that they're stuck in the middle of the street, which is quite funny. Neptune 5 theory. Ain't no way. Oh, sorry, bro. Sorry, I outed you. Neptune 5 theory. That's crazy. Oh, no. Anyway, Serpos are there, and they're doing their whole psychic powers and shit. And they're smacking people about, right? And yeah, like I said, Momo's not really on top form here, but she is like look at this shit. Blissy, it was in here. Like when you said that, like when that's crazy. That's the exact quote that I was thinking of. It's fucking wild. Look at this shit, by the way. Look at this. Come on. Are you kidding me? Dude? This is what I mean, though, when I say that, like these kind of fights, the physical kind of element of these fights is really important, just because of the fact that it shows these character dynamics in action, in a way that doesn't need to necessarily be like that anime character thing where I think Monado is here, but it's for some reason not counting her outside of all chat. It's just top chat that, like, she's being counted as spam for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, I know, I just realized that as well. That's bizarre. I think that's the same with Eric. I think that Eric was also here as well. Sorry, a lot of people have been classified as spam here, actually. I'm only just seeing so many people. Like Eto, sorry, I ignored your question. Dude, because it was just not listed here for some reason. That's wild. Hi, Eric. Yeah, no, I don't know. Chat's been really weird recently. It's done this for a few weeks now. I know. It's crazy because I keep reporting you to YouTube, Toaster. So, anyway, yeah, no. So it's like I said, it's really cool because it's like a physical expression of the it's a physical expression of the closeness, but in the context of this situation. Yeah, I'm on live chat now. And I enjoy like these moments because adding this kind of thing in doesn't necessarily need to be something that he does all the time, but Tatsu's making an intentional choice to show them in this capacity, and I think that it helps to reinforce that closeness outside of just the spoken world, right? Like, so many characters. This is the problem that I always have with a lot of anime, just generally, is that they so frequently say how they feel, right? They tell and they don't show necessarily, and that to me is exhausting. I find that exhausting because I just have to sit and listen to people talk about how they feel about shit, and it's like, some of that is fine when it's warranted, but this demonstrates it in a way that, and this is why this series works so well, and why their relationship feels so natural, is because it is unspoken, right? So much of it is unspoken, and I love that because it's really hard to translate unspoken. Like, obviously, it's really easy for me to sit here and kind of point it out, nitpick all the little things that I think are really cool about the characters, kind of like, and how they interact with each other physically. But to actually create that is not easy because you've got to go out of your way to do this kind of thing all the time, in a way that feels natural and not too fan servicey, right? And I enjoy this. I enjoy this kind of thing a lot, to be honest. I think that it's just a great demonstration of the fact that even right now, without her memories, she still has a level of closeness and trust with Okarun, right? I was also thinking, guys, I was also thinking that maybe we could start doing a kind of like a kind of star system, and then we can keep up how we rank it in the Discord. And we can keep up how we rank it in the Discord, right? So if we just rank things through to 4, we can start to see which chapters we enjoy the most and which ones we don't. Please don't... If you guys rank every chapter 4 stars, by the way, we're going to have a problem. Because that would really reflect to me that you're not to be trusted with votes. You know? 4 good. 4's best. 4 is best star. 4 is... What do you mean I didn't specify? What do you think? More star mean more good? And don't clip that. Don't fucking clip that. You, support, do not clip that. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, infuriating creatures. All of you. I love you guys, but you're infuriating little monsters. Not you, the lurkers. I respect the lurkers, alright? It's these speakers, it's these engagers. They're the problem. They're the problem. More start mean more good. I'm gonna blow my brains out, I swear to God. Oh! I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Fucking unbelievable. 4 stars. In what universe is 4 stars worse than 1 star? No, you can't vote 3.5. What a fucking ridiculous notion. You people. You people. Yes, but no. Yeah. That's fair enough, Eto. That's fair enough. I respect that. You can vote it whatever you want to vote it, by all means. By all means. Anyway, like I said, I really enjoy the rage baited. I know. I got rage baited. I get quite easily rage baited, to be honest. Well, why would I say that? That was a stupid thing to just reveal for free. You know? You know? Look, guys, if somebody drops a $30 donation, all right, I will bully support. Because we've not figured out what the $30 point is, and that's what it is. I'll say something disparaging towards support. Pillar of the community and trusted friend support. Yeah, Christmas. Oh, 30 is the Moe Moe, is it? Goddamn. Shit, is it? I thought it was 40. Alright, thanks, Jenny. I appreciate you. If anybody wants to figure out what exactly bully support is, talk to Jenny. Talk to Jenny. She takes my notes. I don't take notes, famously. I famously. Yeah. Yeah. Wear another petard. Wasted. Oh dear. Anyway, where are we? Oh yeah, right. So they're in the middle of the street and stuff, and Okarun's trying to get her to jump to the wall on the side. As the mummy with the bike comes back and he swings the sword towards them, and Okarun fucking deflects this shit. He's so fucking cool. Look, this is my guy. That's my guy right there. That is my guy right there. Look at him go. Look at him go. And look at this. Oh, it's so fucking cute. God damn it. I'm so excited, by the way. I'm so excited for when Momo's memories do come back. And this is why I don't want to rush it, right? This is why I don't want to rush this whole arc, because I feel like when we get to the conclusion of this, it's going to be really big and monumental, and it's going to mean a lot to everybody. I'm very excited for it, but I want it to be right. It needs to cook, you know? It needs to bubble away, it needs to cook away in the background, and then when we do get to it, it's going to be perfect, right? Like, I really need that to just work. Do you know what I mean? It's like, the longer that they keep this away from us, right? The longer that they keep this away from us, the better it will be in the end. As long as it isn't too long, as long as it doesn't go on forever, which I don't think it will, I think that it's going to feel really, really good. I think it's going to be a really enjoyable moment. It might be one of the most singular moments in the series, because it has to end there. And I've already spoke about it for multiple weeks at this point, but it can only end in a very big change in their relationship, right? So good, man. So good. But anyway, he deflects the sword, and he keeps just riding on down the street. It's like a kind of like a joust, right? You know? And then they try to do the awesome zone again, and Okarun just tanks. He just tanks one of the awesome zone blasts to the fucking face, by the way. Right? He just tanks an awesome zone to the face. He's an absolute unit. He's become so strong. I know I keep talking about this, but he's become so fucking strong, hasn't he? You know? Yeah. Well, Blissmus, again, there's not necessarily any direct crossover between Christmas and Blissmus. I will determine when Blissmus is based on whatever is most beneficial to me. Whatever is most beneficial to me at any one moment. But anyway. The Serpos then are about to attack again, and I believe that Kercake shows up after noticing that Momo has the whistle. And she has the whistle, right? I don't know what good this is. She got her ass kicked last time she wore that suit. She's clearly not very good at her job. And she's obviously shocked at the idea that these two could have the whistle, because she is here to help them, right? A space alien. Oh no, it's a space alien. Yeah, the Fleet whistle. You're quite right. 3 weeks in a row. Well, Blissmus will be whenever. But yeah, so Kercake expresses that she really would like to kill them, and Momo's like, I don't know why. And she's right, she doesn't have a fucking clue why. And then she expresses that she absolutely is incredibly irritated at the notion that she has to bake bread. And now she has to help people. Man, she's kind of lame as shit, isn't she? I'm sure she's got a really good backstory. I'm actually convinced that she'll end up being more reasonable by the end of all of this. She's going to become friends with them. She's going to be swayed by their pureness, their purity. But, god damn it, she's like so evil for no reason. She's just like, man, now I have to help people. I have to bake bread, and I have to help people. What the helly? And then we get a little flashback to the bakery. What's the name of the bakery again? Chat, what's the name of the bakery again? Anyway, back in the bakery, she's all like, yeah, I want a fucking murder suit. I want a murder suit because I want to fucking kill people. And then CSG is all like cleaning down the cabinets and stuff. Like, he's obviously cleaning his workstation. How does he have time to do all of these side quests, by the way? He runs his own business. Support small businesses. Tasty Geezer bread? That's crazy. Tasty Geezer bread is fucking unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Yeah, a bunch of people in the Discord were thirsting over CSG's current ponytail vibe. He's the enemy, guys. He's our enemy, alright? Okay, don't fall in for it. Don't fall into the trap. Alright? Tasty Geezer bread is next level, by the way. He's on that Sigma grind set. Nah, Orbish, you're right. You're right. He doesn't stop. He always, every single morning, it's 5 a.m. He's got his face in ice water. You know? Don't fuck with him. Don't fuck with him. Ain't no way. If enemy, why thirst shaped? No. No. We keep saying thirst and it's making me want to drink water, but I can't do it because, you know what I mean? Anyway. I can't do it because then what does that look like? What do I look like then? Right? Anyway, he's all like, yeah, well, tough shit. You want a murder suit? Tough fucking shit, idiot. And then she's like, I'm not fucking joking. I want a murder suit. I'm helping you, so please give me a murder suit. And he's like, I don't want to give you one. And he's like, you know what? Fine, I'll give you a murder suit if you go and do a job for me. But it's not to murder these people, the people with this whistle. It's not to murder the people with this whistle. Alright? You have to go help them. Follow the GPS. The suit's GPS. Of course. Ask the suit Siri and it will assist you. You know? And then she's like, then you'll give me a murder suit? And he's like, fine, yeah, I'll give you a fucking murder suit. What is wrong with you? But yeah, he's pretty serious about doing it properly. He's such a mystery guy, right? Like, I know that that's his whole thing. I'm helping you. You need to listen to me. Why? Jarvis, navigate me to whistle. Yeah, there you go. And she's like, fine, okay. And now she's there actually helping people. She's like, I fucking really hate helping people. I want to kill them. So unreasonable. Such an unreasonable cretin, I swear to God. But she's gonna probably be swayed by their friendliness, by the power of friendship, right? A bit of a Naruto kind of vibe. No, yeah, but this is it though. No, but this is always the thing though. This is always the thing, Blissey, right? This is always the thing. When a character has like a skull and crossbones on stuff, they have to have spent the time designing it, thinking, oh, you know what would really show people that I like killing people? If I put a skull on it. If I put a little skull on it. That would make me look like a real hater. Yeah. Yeah, that would get across my desire to kill. And you just know that they get to a point where they go, no, just change that a little bit. And it's like, you just care about appearances. Average MCR fan. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up, support. You know? But anyway. But yeah, so obviously Momo's got no memory. And she's all like, why do you want to kill us, by the way? We're like your BFFs. And this is weird because they've obviously swapped positions as well. Look at this. I like this stance a lot. I like this stance a lot of just throwing her hands up in the air innocently. Just like, hey, what's going on over there? Are we the baddies? Yeah, I know. Yeah, she wants to be the evil villain. Right, so you can't not believe in aliens now. You can't not believe in aliens, right? And then she starts killing the Serpos, which is like fine. Which is totally fine. And then obviously Okarun's very surprised at the fact that she's helping them. And she obviously is like, not like I'm trying to help you or anything. Don't get the wrong idea, Baka. So stupid, man. And then Momo's just like, oh, she's basically a super tsundere. She's a tsundere. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh no. That's crazy. Calling her that is very funny. They've had a lot of fun with this chapter, and I had a lot of fun with this chapter, right? This has been a very fun chapter. You know? The Ventura thing is it's like a Japanese thing, like in regards to to UFOs. I clipped it earlier for the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord, guys. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. We have weekly discussions there on all of the manga as it comes out, and There's apparently also really interesting stuff in there. You just have to go sift through and find it. But it's where it's at, guys. It's where it's at. But anyway, a load bearing cake panel again. Yeah, I know, for real, right? They're really important. It would fall. It would fall down. It would collapse without it. But yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with chat where I can. Trying to keep up with chat. But yeah, no, this chapter was very fun. This chapter was very fun. And I enjoyed that, right? But it also, like, you know what it is? What it is as well is, like, obviously with the last arc, because there was a lot of fighting and things like that, it didn't seem to have that same kind of fun vibe to it. I suspect that might have been related to the time kind of aspect of it. Obviously, we were in a rush to deal with the Momo situation, so it created a kind of like a tension that was hard to kind of just jive with and roll with, because it's like, right, we're running out of time to get Momo fixed. So there's something quite nice. There's something quite nice about being able to just to just kind of enjoy this, right? To just enjoy the fight. I know that the stakes are there, but they're not as high, right? You know. No, the Patreon link is in the description. You join my Patreon as a free member to get access to the Discord. It is a pinned link on my Discord. A pinned link on my Patreon, rather. Yeah, no, I think so as well, lol. I think that she is, I think that she will turn into a friendly character, eventually. But, yeah, so she's killing the Serpos, and she's doing a bang-up job of it. She's an alien tsundere. And she hates it. She's like, shut up, by the way. It's so fucking ridiculous. Now is a great opportunity to run away, though. So Okarun essentially tells Momo to jump off over to the platform to protect herself while he stays to face the mummy, you know? And she tries to take the time to save him, to get him to jump over as well, but he tells her to go on without him so that he can face it, and tells her to go find Gigi. He's dead serious, by the way. You can see in his expression that he's dead serious here. Look at him. Look at my boy. Don't fuck with him. Look at him, he's a little guy fighting a goddamn mummy. Damn, look at him go. But the point is that he wants to just protect her. That's kind of that's the underline of this entire chapter, is that he'll go to any lengths that he can to protect her, and it shows that he's serious, you know. And he's always shown that he's serious. That's his thing. That's what I really like about Okarun, is that he doesn't half-ass things. He's not a half measures kind of guy, right? So this is 4 stars. I personally think I would have gone with 3 stars myself. I enjoyed it, but, like, you know, I like to keep the top shelf empty for when there's something that really deserves top shelf approval. But hey, whatever. He whole asses things. Yeah, you're damn right. You're not getting a 3.5. You're a 3.5. Didn't specify. Do you mean didn't specify? I don't need to specify. It's like the most off-the-cuff, intuitive scaling system. Like there's like on this Rotten Tomatoes fresh meter, what is rotten good, or is rotten the bad one? Like, what's wrong with you fools? No, it's not an average thing. It's a categorical thing. Oh my lord. Yeah, no, I like the cliffhanger injuries as well, because obviously the mummy comes back at him again and starts firing off many stabs. Because everybody talks about the fact that he got stabbed in the chest, right? My 5% wouldn't have mattered in any of this, but like I would put it on 3 stars myself. But here he's getting like sliced up real bad. Like he's getting really badly sliced up here. You know? But he thinks back to his training. and it was worthwhile, right? It wasn't just it's kind of the wax on wax off kind of thing, right? He thinks back to all of the training that he got with Manjiro, and he summons that to do this. Also worth acknowledging, by the way, that this and this thing here, this whole bit actually kind of reminds me of Okarun conjuring his training behind the school to fight the evil eye. I mean, even this where he locks his heel, goes down, locks his heel, and then fires back up again is exactly like the exercises that he was doing behind the school, which he did use in this exact same form to defeat the evil eye, right? Like, it's the lock down, locking the heel, bringing it back up in a big swipe. It's kind of the same thing. Thanks, Toaster. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's reminds me of that anyway, right? And yeah, it does have shades of that. I think that there are shades of all of this in here. I mean, I've banged the drum long enough now. About how this kind of arc is retreading all of the old stuff, and then kind of, bringing echoes of it forward to kind of really make its familiarity to existing stuff happen now. But yeah, it's really enjoyable. But he swings his sword up, knocks the other sword out of the way, and then he swings it down on the mummy's arm and slices it off. And obviously, everyone's very impressed, including Momo. Also, my boy has a big cut on his cheek. Look at him. He's got a little cut on his cheek. Right? He's serious business, but he got a little sliced. He got a little sliced and diced. Yeah, it's very important to clean your house if you want to defeat extraterrestrial mummies. But unfortunately, the mummy is able to just reattach its arm, and then seemingly uses its arm to stab my boy Okarun. Now, I do think that there's going to be something here. There's got to be something here. Like, I feel like whilst it does feel obvious that it was the ogre club that was in his chest, it does feel like something's going on here. Surely he didn't just get stabbed like that, right? It feels like kind of like a... I don't even think that this is like big injury territory. I think next chapter there will be some kind of something that stopped him getting properly stabbed. Because it feels weirdly unceremonious to do it like this, for him to get really injured through this. I don't know though. Like, I do think that maybe this gives the opportunity for Momo to take the reins a little. You think this is a slash? No, I don't know if I think that this is a slash. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because like the sword is in front of the bike here, so it would have to come round and stab in rather than like build back and slash like that, right? I don't know. We'll see next week. I'm not too vexed about this or worried about it. I think that it's fine. Like, Okarun's obviously going to be fine. Especially against this guy. He's not even like a big deal. He's small potatoes, right? No, I don't think it will be a big thing. I think it will be a small injury. What it might do though is, like, what we're looking at here, I think, is that it's going to be something that... The problem is we've not seen that he's carrying anything that would protect him. So he could just get injured from it, and it gives Momo the opportunity to decide not to run, right? Like, he keeps telling her to run and find Gigi, so it would be a really nice kind of like moment for her to choose not to do that, to stand up and to protect him. I mean, if you think about it, their relationship in the original arc at the beginning of the series, their relationship really took off when he kind of pushed himself to try to defend Momo against the Serpos. So for her to do the same thing for him here, you know, I think that would also reflect the changing roles, understanding each other's, where they came from way back at the beginning of the series, that kind of thing, as well as to kind of like move things along with them emotionally, right? Like, I think Momo needs to do something here to also give back some energy to him, because so far he's been doing everything, and she asked him whether or not he loved her, and he told her. And for me, the thing with that is, while obviously Okarun's going to keep trying, he's going to keep trying with her, I don't really know where else, like obviously besides just trying to convince her or remind her how she feels about him, there's not really that much more that he can just say, right? I was really surprised when he said that he felt like that about her, just outright just said it. So I do feel like, you know, I feel like it's probably not going to go on that long. I don't think, anyway. So I'm curious about how all of this goes. No, I think that I don't really know that I want her to reawaken from the amnesia just now. I think that it's clearly also a bit more important to the story than any of us had initially anticipated. Like, there's obviously some kind of something involved with CSG here, where she knows that he's full of shit, and presumably that's got something to do with her memory loss. So I think that this is like a I think that this memory thing is more important. Booker catch, ain't no way in the year of my Lord 2025 you just used a Booker catch reference. That's crazy. Oh man, I love that shit. Yeah, no, I think she might. I think there might be a Booker catch moment going on here. No, she won't run. Definitely not. Like, it's just not in Momo's character to run, I don't think. It gives her the choice, though, right? Like, she's obviously been pulled into being in this world. And earlier, you know, in last chapter 2 weeks ago, her first instinct was to run away, and not to fight or anything like that. She was just to run, and she was scared. But making the choice to fight, to not just stop, to just not end things, is very Momo. I mean, she chose to help Okarun after he got cursed, right? Like, she chose to do that. She didn't have to. She chose to do it. That's just her character. That's what she is. That's who she is. Was to run and flee. Exactly. That's who she is. So she's not gonna run. Why would she? I do think her going. I do think that her you know, staying and trying to help Okarun is what would be on the cards, because it just shows that she is making a choice to not protect herself, but also to protect things, right? Oh, that'd be crazy. Nah, ain't no way you just said that. No, I don't know. There's so many fucking possibilities, and that's what's really good about this is it could go so many different ways. I don't know. I really don't know what happens in the next few chapters, right? No, I don't know that they're gonna reawaken her powers this early. It feels like maybe a little bit much. So I don't know if I'd say that. Yeah. I think that with Dandadan, you can obviously tell some things about the long game, I think. Some of it. But for the most part, it's outside of predictions. It's a very unique series, a very unique blend of a bunch of different things, right? Like, it's not just an action, it's not just a romance, it's so many different things all in one go. that it's hard to kind of say, well, the conventional thing to do would be for X to happen or Y to happen, when the reality is that there is no convention exactly as to how it works, right? Because it's his own thing, it's his own thing, and I love it. I really do enjoy it. I find myself frequently being one of those people who kind of like will watch something and typically try to kind of like get ahead of it in my own head, if that makes sense. And it's not necessarily a good thing to kind of be doing that. But with Dandadan, I don't feel like I can do that most of the time, so I try not to. Who predicted Big Momo? I did predict Big Momo. That's true. She's right. God damn it, support. You're right. She's right. I am right. She's right about me being right. Pow, yes, my favorite character is Momo. She is my favorite character. Although Okarun is really... Like, he was always number 2 for me. But goddamn, like, they're almost neck and neck. The guy is really pushed it. Yeah, no, that's it, Toaster. Like, sometimes it's really fun to call it. Especially if it's something bad. If it's like a bad show or series, it's very fun to be like, oh my god, I fucking knew it. But when you are doing that mentally a lot with things, and it sometimes, more often than it doesn't, turns out to be right, it can be a bit exhausting. So when there's something where you feel either no need to do that, or something where you actually can't tell what's going to happen and it's always satisfying, that's great. I love that, you know? And yeah, I mean, I've been really enjoying this arc. This arc so far, I think, has been fantastic. It's really what I was looking for from it, you know? One thing that, again, I spoke about it earlier this year, one thing that I really wanted from this, from the next Dandadan arc, way back when we were doing the whole small Momo thing, one thing that I really wanted to have in this arc was a depowered arc for Momo and Okarun, and it feels really good to have gotten that. But this is what I mean though, when you know what it is, it's not necessarily about the long game with things, right? What it is with Dandadan is it's not about predicting what can happen week on week, because, like Toaster said, that's a bit tedious. It can ruin the fun a little bit. So it's nice to have that unpredictability. But the themes and the character relationships are very, very consistent, right? Like Momo and Okarun's relationship, the themes of an arc are all very consistent with each other. So it doesn't feel like anything's coming out of left field, anything's too strange or abnormal, even if the plot is crazy, because all of the characters respond and act 9 times out of 10 exactly how you would expect them to. They prioritize each other, and their relationships are very much clearly on screen all the time. And that's the thing that I fucking love about this shit, right? Like even this chapter that we just went through, the chapter that we just went through there, Momo and Okarun's interactions, you can already tell what it is that they're doing, how you expect them to respond, and that is exactly what they do in the chapter. Like, even without her memories, there is this idea in this arc that it's still in there, buried beneath, and it's intuitive. It doesn't need to be spoken, and so much of their relationship, so much of their connection and their bond is unspoken, right? It's a completely unspoken thing. So it only makes sense that they don't need to speak about or even fully verbally acknowledge what it is that's between them, because it's there. The chemistry still lives there in between the words. And that's just their actions. That's how they prioritize each other. And even if she doesn't know it, part of her still knows it, you know? I don't really know about whether or not I care about like her backstory in this arc. This arc, I want to keep things focused on Momo and Okarun. I want to keep it focused on that relationship being able to break down these walls, not just the wall of Momo and between Momo and Okarun, like emotionally, but also the ones that have been built up around her that have cordoned off her actual memories, right? The ability to overcome that through each other is what is at the core of this story, and I think at the core of this arc. You know, everybody else is kind of like not fine with this, with not dealing with it, but it's not their top priority. Like, he had everything that he'd wanted. He got everything at the end of Danmara. Like, everything was on track. All of this confusion and chaos, and not knowing what each other were thinking, and trying to get closer despite the fact that neither of them knew what they were doing. That is intoxicating. That stuff is intoxicating. It genuinely is. That's the stuff that I care about the most. Is like that early stuff where they don't know how they feel about each other, or rather, they have to figure out how they feel, then figure out if the other one feels the same, and then try to figure out how it is that they could possibly risk talking about it and making it a reality rather than this emotional non-existence, unspoken. He spoke it, you know, he said it, and from there it was like everything that was not real, everything that was speculated between them, just purely speculative between them, suddenly becomes a real thing, and then he loses it in like that. It's like being able to revisit everything that led up to it being more than just nothing, more than just this something. Being able to put words to it, to call it love, to call it whatever. That element of that whole story, condensing that down into an arc, revisiting all of it so that we can end on a point where they change the nature of their relationship dramatically, I think is such a consistent theme. It's such a consistent theme, but also an excellent one. And I think that is something that is echoed a lot throughout the recent chapters, right? So much of what we've already seen are events that we've already seen, just in a different way, in a different fashion. And I'm really excited to be back in this point again, to kind of feel really, really fucking engaged with what it is that I'm reading each week, you know? I'm really enjoying it, and I hope that we see more of it, you know? Like this arc is just enjoyable. I have no big criticisms so far, and that's a nice thing, I think. I mean, I'm not like the most critical person in the world when it comes to things that like Dandadan just generally, right? Like, I don't have that many big critiques to make about Dandadan because I really do just enjoy almost all of it. And to be honest, like, it feels like it's dropped the ball very few times. As far as I'm concerned, Dandadan has dropped the ball very fucking few times. And that is like a big thing, you know? Yeah, I mean, we'll see how the rest of the arc goes, but so far there's been a fucking banger. Like, honestly, it's been great. I don't really know where I would rank it, but we can rank it like amongst the other ones soon, like when it's finished. But no, I mean, there have been a few chapters that have been kind of comparatively kind of stinkers, right? Like the whole early Danmara arc when Momo's in the board game is a bit so-so. I think that obviously the plane stuff went on, the Sharknado stuff went on for a bit long. To be honest, the end of the Sharknado stuff was okay. It was the stuff with the Ketos that I did not really care for. But like I said, very few times, and it's not exactly like a whole arc of dropping the ball, right? And it's not like a whole big plot point that I fundamentally disagree with. I don't see any points that have changed the nature of my relationship with Dandadan, and I think that's really good. I really enjoy that. I don't like it when things just take a turn and I stop enjoying it. especially with long-running series, right? Like that is the threat of long-running series, especially when you're not at the end of it, is that it can do that. You know, so yeah, that was a good point, Toaster. He got me. He got me. He got me. The Toast Man got me. But like, I feel like I go on too much about Sharknado, if I'm honest with you. I feel like I go on a bit too much about the last arc, because when you really look at the last arc, kind of like when you take like a slightly helicopter view of it, there's more good in there than there is bad. It's just the length of which it goes on. How long it goes on for is a bit exhausting. But there is more good in there than there is bad, really. I think that it's just because we're experiencing it week to week. Whereas this, comparatively, week on week, it feels like we're getting really good stuff all the time. Yeah, I think that when we go back to it, it might be a little bit easier to sift through, you know? I don't know. You know? Yeah, no, well, One Piece is ridiculously long. One Piece, I've not actually read One Piece, but One Piece is so instrumental that it's like literally a political statement now. Like it's absurd. But that's a whole different thing. You know. But yeah, I mean, also worth acknowledging, guys, that we also have a. I think I'll just keep it unlisted to people on Discord. So hopefully anybody who's lurking who isn't in the Discord, guys. Nachan, yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, I'll have to swap out with Mr. Nachan. No, but I would. So I'm gonna keep it like kind of like in the Discord, like an unlisted thing. But so you can get access to that Patreon link in the description. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member on my Patreon to get access to the Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan, guys. But I'm also planning on Wednesday of doing a kind of like commentary, kind of review of the chaotic beauty of Momo no Kurun's love. People have wanted that for a while, and it would have been a year on Wednesday that I kind of started all of this, and that that video went up and did quite well for itself, which is nice. So yeah, that was kind of the inception point for me. It's an important video, so I thought I would just kind of go through it, talk about it as we watch it as a community, and see kind of what the vibe is like, you know. Yeah, we've done the chapter review. So see what the vibe is like, and then decide, right? So, you know, if you guys are interested in that, I will be posting it in the Discord, probably tomorrow or Wednesday or something like that. I probably won't have a thumbnail to it or something. But anybody's welcome. Join the Discord if you want to get access to that, guys. It's not going to be just public. It's going to be through the unlisted on there, or I'll do it on Discord. I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet, but that's the way to do it. That's the way to experience it if you want to. Because we've come a long way. We've come a long way, guys. Like, this has been an incredible year. It's been an incredible year, and this whole channel, everything about this that we're doing here has been a big part of it. And so many of you guys have been on the way with me. So I like to take an opportunity on these weekly streams to just kind of like highlight people who have did I just get frozen again? Am I still here? Am I frozen again, guys? You can hear me still. Am I back? That's so weird. I think I might need to update some drivers, guys. I'm back. Guys, I'm back. That was spooky. That was very spooky. Yeah, I thought that the Serpos got me. I was in the middle of a really good transition there as well. Yeah. Anyway, so I just want to take an opportunity to highlight some of the people who have made this year very, very good. And this is my top tier patrons and YouTube members, guys. So thank you. And there's Angle, Blissy Cat, Christmas Plague. A lot of these are Christmas themed just now. Danny, Fifth Gram, Jellies, Jellison, Jersey, The Hollow, Old Toaster, Orbis, Sarah, Serpo, El Clasico, Stinky Wannabe, Stinky Wannabe, Vampy Xmas Sylvie, Wolf with a little wolf emoji, your favorite scented candle, Zero, and Tim, Kai. Guys, thank you. I literally cannot express to the degree to which I appreciate your the fact that you guys are there and support the channel in the way that you do. Like it's really hard as well, because like when you're past like a big, like obviously season 2 coming out was huge, right? Season 2, Blissy, thank you. Thank you. Any donations, any memberships, anything, guys, it means a lot to me and it keeps the channel chugging along. So thank you. It's one of those things where when you can't do it on an unlisted video. Well, that's true actually. Maybe I should list it. I just don't know to what. I suppose people probably would watch it, to be fair. It's just, I don't know. I've not decided. Yeah, no. So the what was I saying? Yeah. So obviously I'm working on more content right now. I'm deep in the writing cave. Oh wow. Well, Jersey, I am working on something. In the background just now, as well. I hope I can maybe get this sorted for next week, so that there's time before Christmas. To get it ordered. The merchandise that I'm currently working on, I hope to get samples dealt with this week so that I can get this out and released ASAP before we pass Christmas, guys. But I'm horribly out of thingy. Down to you. If you want a hoodie as well, by all means get one. But I imagine that it will be cheaper for you, delivery wise, shipping wise, if you hold off. That's just my opinion, right? Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, right. So I'm working on content right now. I'm in the writing cave. I'm getting it sorted, guys. So, I'm hoping to get this video also done by Christmas, because I know that that's a pretty high, high viewership time. It's just outside of season 2, it can be really hard to stay on top of things, because obviously, number one, it's getting fucking cold as shit all the time. It's freezing in here all the time. But it's also like, it views just generally are a lot lower outside of those high peak times. It just is what it is, right? So it's I try not to get attached to views too much, right? Like I just let it do its thing. The channel's gonna do its thing regardless. But when you go from a video that's doing like 100 and yeah, I know, Blissy, I know. When you go from a video that's doing like 100 and something thousand down to one that's like not cracking 10, it's like a bit depressing, right? Like it's like, oh fuck, okay. Like I worked on that video and now it's like 4K. It's like, it's fine, it's good. That's 4,000 people that, or 4,000 people potentially that have seen the content, which is very cool. It's just you get used to big numbers, right? You know, and it's a silly thing to get attached to. Don't get attached to it. You can't control it. But if it is what it is, so you know, changing from that to something else, to lower numbers is yeah. But this is the thing, support. It's like my core audience, and I've said this a ton. I've said this a ton since all of the channel started. Is that there is the core audience, and then there is the new audience, the expanded audience, the more general audience. My core audience, you guys, are the bread and butter of this, right? The core audience of the people I make my stuff for. I make my content for me, number one. And secondly on that list, I make my content for you. Anybody watching this right now is a core audience member because you're watching a fucking stream of me yapping about the latest chapter. You're a core audience member. You are the second group, the second most high priority group that I make my content for. I make it for me first. That's the most important thing. But you guys are the second priority here, which is good. That's very good. Yes, you. But the third on that list is everybody else. It's the new audience, the Hi Quirgly, is the new audience. It's the people who haven't engaged with the content before. It's the people who've maybe seen a video way back when. It's the people who are excited about Dandadan when the anime is airing on TV. Those are you can't rely on getting those views. You're not making your videos for them. It's just when your videos do well, it reaches them and they engage with it as well. And some of those people transition to the core membership tier, right? And most of them do not. And there is no guarantee you will ever get those eyeballs on your content again. It's just not realistic to assume that. So, for example, the little music video thing that I did, which has nearly got 500,000 views, fucking ridiculous. I literally did it in 2 hours, so fuck knows. That was not really... That was made for my core audience and my core audience on Discord, because I wasn't even going to upload it as a video, and now it's done fucking nearly 500,000 views. So it was a good shout, by the way, to upload that. It was a good shout to upload that. That existed just on YouTube, just on Discord for a while, right? And then I was like, fuck it, I'll make a quick thumbnail and throw it up. Fucking amazing idea, by the way. But that is an example of a video that broke out of its core audience and towards the more general audience. And that's where those numbers start to come in. That's where the big numbers come in. But you can't rely on getting that for another piece of your content, because your core audience are not even necessarily subscribers. It's listen to us more often, right? Okay, give me a good idea, support. DM me a good idea for a piece of content, all right? But my point is, you can't rely on those people seeing your content again, and you can't rely on them coming back. So banking on that means that you are constantly jumping topic to topic, because you need to stay on top of trends. To access that audience, you need to stay on top of trends, because they are the people who have only come to you through a popular topic, and the algorithm picks up on that and it spits it out to them. And that's fine, but it's exhausting. I don't have it in me to follow trends. It's exhausting. And it means that if you stop talking about popular topics, you stop getting views, because you haven't bolstered your core audience. You guys know what my videos are. You know exactly what kind of content you're going to get. And because of that, you are able to understand whether or not you want to jump on board or not. Those of you that have core audience members, you are the people who are going to probably check every now and then. Like, if I didn't have the Discord, Patreon link in the description, join as a free member to get access to the Discord link. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. If I didn't have that, you guys would probably come back and check every now and then to see if there's a new video up. That means that you guys are attached to the format, to the topic, which is consistently the same, consistently similar, and to the fact that I'm making it. So you guys are my core audience, and because I make content for me and for you, it means that we create a stronger ecosystem that grows very slowly. But that's okay. And that's why it's really important that I have the Patreon, and the memberships and stuff. And so many of you guys have, and I know that I only shout out the yokai power, fuck off support. I know that I only shout out the yokai power users each week, but every other tier, the Serpo tier, the Dandadan tier, and then those of you who are just watching and aren't members, all of this stuff matters, right? Anybody who does a donation, all of these things matter, and it's because of you guys supporting me through that that I can do this, right? Like, you guys being, and again, literally only ever support my channel. Only support my channel if you can afford to do it. Please do not do it if you can't afford to do it. I'm not going to die in the streets, all right? Like, I'm fine. But only if you can afford to do it. That's a quick caveat, a sidebar, right? But you guys supporting my channel through the means that you do means that I don't need to worry as much about chasing trends with the channel to keep it chugging along, right? I don't need to just worry about views. I can make the stuff that I know will connect with me and with you guys, because that's the stuff that connects with, that has brought a core audience, a very strong embedded core audience. And that is something that, if you're chasing trends, unless you're very good at doing both at the same time, which some people are, masters, that's exhausting, but masters of what they're doing, unless you're able to do both, you have to choose to burn through topics constantly, or you can choose to embed yourself in a niche and with a community. I personally think that the community option is the better option for me. But it means that I don't need to worry as much about views. So whilst I obviously would love to always get hundreds of thousands of views on my videos, it's unrealistic, because none of these, I don't burn through topics like that. I can't. It's exhausting. I don't even think that my content is generally appealing enough to a general audience. I just don't think that it is. I just don't think that it is. People don't care about that in the same way that you guys do, and that's fine. I don't want to make content for everybody. Because, like, I've seen what everybody likes. Like I don't mean that like our taste is in some way superior. I mean, I've seen what mass appeal does to any kind of niche content. It fucking guts it. Not everything needs to be made for everyone, and this is not content being made for everybody. So it's not going to get hundreds of thousands of likes and views, and that's fine, man. Scooby-Doo content creator. Yeah, that's me. He's got me. I do it all for the Scooby snacks. But that's my point, right? Is that the support that you guys give me means that I don't need to worry as much about views. As long as you guys like my fucking content, it doesn't matter, you know? Like, how many other like, I'm obviously not gonna name other channels, right? Everybody's doing their own thing, and I respect that. It's fucking tough out there, so whatever works for you guys, right? But there are other channels, right, that wouldn't be able to have a community, and this is genuinely, for me, one of the inspiring things about what I do. Comment and subscribe. Yeah, please, guys, like, comment, and subscribe, please. One of the things that I really enjoy about this community is the fact that you guys ask me to fucking, whether or not we're gonna do a watch party of a piece of content that came out a year ago that I made. That's fucking bananas. What other communities have that? Really though, what other communities have that aspect to them where the audience want that? where the core audience want to sit down and rewatch a piece of the old video, one of the old videos with me, and let me just fucking blab about it. Yeah, and fucking pay to watch me eat dinner. There's nobody who's willing to do that. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not doing, but that's a whole different topic. That's a different topic, Pickle. We'll discuss that another time. But my point is, hi Brand, is that not every community has that spark to it. And this is the exciting thing, you know? That's true. Yeah, no, it doesn't count. But these people want to do it. No, but listen, these people want to do it every single week. And they just want to watch. It's crazy. But my point is that is what matters, not the views. That is what matters. It's not about just the views. And that's what I try to work into my head when I look at these numbers. Big number mean feel good. Big number mean feel good. But the reality is that it's not a reflection of quality. It's not a reflection of meaning. It has no meaning to it. It's just numbers on a screen. And while obviously like big number mean big money go good, money more now, please now money, give me money now a lot now. While big number mean money go big good, it doesn't really, it's not something you can rely on. It's not something I rely on in my life. It just, you know, it just makes my life more complicated with taxes. And it means I can make cool stuff as well. Like the fact that any of you guys like Jersey's hoodie, I think is this hoodie has got signatures from the cast on it, from the English dub cast of Dandadan on it. Wild. That is a thing that I fucking produced, that you fucking also bought. That's like user generated content, man. That's so cool that you did that, by the way. It's fucking badass. Like, to me, that is like going beyond the reach of just the channel. And not, like I said, not all communities have that. So I'm very fortunate to be able to have a core audience, even if it means that the content doesn't always appeal to a wide audience, because I feel more passionate about this kind of content. I feel less pressured by this kind of content, and I know that you guys support the channel, care about the channel, and me making the content to a degree where I don't have to worry about getting out a video every fucking week about the latest developments in fucking Sakamoto Days or some shit. I don't know. I haven't watched it. Right? I've watched fuck all. I've watched fuck all over the past year. I've been fucking locked in this year. I've been locked the fuck in. Dandadan, it courses through my veins, guys. It courses through my veins. I would easily, like, honestly, I at this point, I feel like I'm more tuned into that than literally anything, any other media. It's so fucking crazy, right? Yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate that. No, my passion, it's a genuine passion. You know, the minute that goes away is the minute where I really just stop making shit, because I can't push I just can't. Like, I can't. It's bad enough having to like work at all, and like, oh, I've got to do work now, and that lack of passion is exhausting to me. It drains me. I need to be passionate about what I'm making, and that doesn't mean that it's always going to be just Dandadan, but it's my main thing. It's my main bag. You know, I've got a piece of content I'm working on now, and I've been enjoying writing it as well. I've been enjoying writing it. You know? Don't apologize about not being able to support the channel monetarily, Hoops. Alright, catch you, pal. Like, please do not be regretful about that at all. You don't have to be. And you don't owe me anything. If you, whatever way you want to whatever capacity you want to engage with the community or the channel, that is enough. I don't expect anything. I don't want anything from you, if that makes sense. All I care about is that you are you're there, and that you enjoy the stuff. That's it. I really don't need or want something specifically from you. I appreciate, and it's very meaningful to me that people support the channel, and I fucking love that. I love you guys for that. But I also don't want you to ever feel like that's an expectation, because it isn't. I'm just doing my thing because, first and foremost, because I'm passionate about it. And secondly, because you guys care about it as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm not the only genuine person here. You're all very genuine people, right? And you guys do a lot of stuff that you don't realize to make this all work. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like if it's just me, there is nothing here. There is nothing here. I'm just like something. The content. It's not even me. It's not even really me. It's only partially me. It's the content, the channel, the stream format, the weekly format of the streams. Dandadan itself is just something for people to coalesce around and create something. A community. A community. I can't make a community. I can't be a community. I'm not. Right? Like, I'm just something for you guys to coalesce around, to create a community yourselves. And the thing about that is that I've always wanted for the Discord, for the community, is for, if I were to just poof out of existence, to me it's so crucial that things would just continue chugging along without me. Right? I don't intend on doing that, just to make things clear, but it's more about the construction of the group, is that I'm not a necessary component to keeping people engaged. That's my point. And that to me is the most important aspect. You know? In a padded room. Yeah, just pad this room. I spend enough time in here. Just pad this one. It's just like, he's been screaming about the Cowboy Bebop live action for 3 days now. Yeah, exactly, Natchan. Exactly. Earlier this week, there's something, not earlier this week, at the end of last week, rather. Today's the beginning of the week. But at the end of last week, there was something I wanted to talk about on stream, because there was something that kept going around in my head. And I've lost it. You know what I need to do? I need to start writing things down in a journal capacity, right? Because I think that a lot of the time, you know what it is? It's this fucking thing here, right? This is the bane of my existence. Because of mental. Yeah, I need to start taking notes. Janny, you'll need to show me the ways. Because I think what we do a lot of, just generally, is a lot of mental offloading. I think, if do you know what I mean? Like when you have a thought, it's so easily pushed to the side because of the next distraction. The next little distraction in life completely just paves over any thought or idea that you had. And you offload a lot of your ability to just sit and think with your thoughts, to just engage with your thoughts and what it is that you're thinking and feeling. You just offload that into distractions, procrastinating, all of these things. I've basically cut out, for the most part, like almost entirely, Instagram, things like that. I don't sit and doom scroll really as much, and I feel not smarter, but I feel more rooted in what I'm thinking, you know? Yeah, voice memos. Yeah. No, that's it. Support. We've always kind of had a bit of a similarity in regards to that, right? Try not to have them in the first place. Yeah, that's crazy. I just don't think. No, I speak a lot of my that's how I process things, is speaking. So that's probably a good idea. Support a verbal kind of like audio journal would probably work really well. Like pen to paper. That's what I'm saying. Because I think that because we offload so much of our mental kind of like functions, right? Like brains want to be used. They want to work, obviously. Oh, Captain's log. Don't even Tiberius. Tiberius, no, don't. Oh my god, he's right. I'm going to call it my Captain's log. Get this man a rookie cookie. God damn it. That's good. I like that. No, but I think that yeah, no, you're right. That's it. The distraction element, it completely paves over a lot of those little thoughts that you have. And for me, I think it would be really beneficial for me to write some of these things down, because I lose them, and there'll be something that I'm thinking about, and I'll be like, I would like to talk about that at some point, because that's how I organize my thoughts, right? I organize my thoughts by speaking, and it would be nice to be able to have those ready to go, rather than forgetting about them, which I've clearly done. You know, which is typical, really, I suppose, because I remember thinking to myself, I think it was Saturday, I remember thinking to myself, oh, I would like to discuss that with people in the Discord, or on YouTube, on the stream, whatever, you know, and it's completely just gone out of my brain, you know, like I like just kind of like sitting and chatting, you know. Yeah, I am log maxing. Yeah, I am quite bad with organization, just generally speaking. You know, well, it's funny really, because like it feels like yeah, voice memos. Yeah, I'd fucking do it as well. I'm constantly voice noting people. That's my main. It's just easier to talk now. Yeah, I mean, it's tricky. It's tricky. Like, yeah, it's speaking for me is the way that I engage and organize my thoughts, and it can be difficult exactly. The problem is with speaking is that you kind of need. I mean, it's fine to be your own audience as well, obviously, but it usually requires an audience of some kind. What is it? What are you stretching at me for? Huh? You stretching at me? Cat. Yeah, it's the rubber duck thing. You know? I mean, I just walk around, talk to myself, you know? It's just how I organize my thoughts, you know? It's funny, really. Because like this has been a very good year. I know that not for everybody. That's not for everybody, obviously, but this has been a good year for me. I've enjoyed this year a lot, and I think that's quite nice. You know, I'm not a pessimist at heart. I'm not a pessimist at my heart. I think I'm an optimist. I think I'm optimistic. You know, I try to be. It's not the easiest thing to be, I suppose, but I think I'm an optimist, and I try to latch onto that, right? But sometimes it can be really hard. You know, obviously I've spoke about it a bit, but like, you know, last year for me was not a particularly great one. So to be able to kind of swing back the other way a little bit is a very refreshing thing, you know. And sometimes it takes a long time for that to happen. Like I was lucky. I was very lucky. That's alright, Imagine Dark. I enjoyed the chapter as well, for sure. But I was lucky that my expression, my way of expressing myself, connected with some people. And now, like you say, Blissy, I have multiple rubber ducks. What are you looking at? Oh, don't meow at me. Don't meow at me. What are you doing? Alright, no worries, Toaster. Thanks for joining, dude. But, I don't know. It's a funny thing, really, isn't it? I am... What are you doing? What are you doing, you? Okay, sit there. Well, you can sit there. What was I saying? Sorry, she's distracting me. What are you doing? Okay then, you can stay there. I know she's been very needy, very needy recently. She knows that she's going to the vet tomorrow, don't you? Yeah, that's it. Don't send me, please. She's gonna be screaming the whole way there as well. She's gonna be screaming the whole way there. But anyway, yeah. So it's a funny thing. Like I said, the pendulum kind of like just swings back in funny kind of ways, and I like that. I'm glad that it does that. It's really reassuring to see that, because when you're in it, it doesn't feel like that, if that makes sense. Like, it feels like you're just gonna be in that forever, or that the core of life is that. And I do think that there is something to be said about the fact that generally speaking, I think that I think that more bad things happen than good things in life. I think that it is more of a struggle than you would think, because like I mean, it is obviously, like, but that doesn't mean that it's like not worthwhile, if that makes sense. All right, see you later, Quirgly. That doesn't mean that it's not worthwhile, and it doesn't mean that the good is in some way irrelevant. Nor is it really like it's not like a scale exactly where it outweighs or cancels out the other, right? Like, good and bad are their own separate things. They're not necessarily opposites to each other in that regard. At least they're not in my belief of it. So, for example, if you don't go through bad times, some bad times, you don't know what it means to have a good like to have it good, what it is that you needed in life. So when you do have it, you know to latch onto it, to hold onto it, and to treat it well. You wouldn't be able to have that if it wasn't the threat of badness happening later, or the fact that it's already happened, you know. And as long as you listen to those signals, you're like, you know, you're good. And this has been a good year. And I think that part of that has been because of the fact that you have to take the... I think part of that is because of the fact that it also meant I also tried my best to take chances with things. You know, like doing like making more content after one successful video. Making more content, or even making a piece of content was a big deal. And then doing a stream, and then doing a Discord, and then everything since that is always just this stream of first times doing something, or big steps doing something. And I'm glad. I'm very glad that the like a lot of these things, these decisions are the best choices that I've made in a long time. You know, and it's just sometimes you just got to do it. Yeah, we're definitely more trained to notice the bad in things, which is why I try to talk about mostly things I like here. That doesn't mean I'm scared to talk about things I don't like, and it's important to not like things as well, right? It creates this spectrum of things that you enjoy to not. But no, I mean, it's why I talk about the things that I enjoy here where I can, because I want this to be a bastion of some kind of optimism, some kind of positivity. I think my thing is frozen again. I think I'm frozen again. Why does this keep happening? Are we back? bizarre. I don't know what keeps happening there. I'm gonna look into it later. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, no, it is easier to hang on to negativity. Well, you say that. I don't know if I don't know if I agree. Maybe. I don't know. I think that I'm generally speaking, I'm not really the type of person to hang on to negativity. I tend to just pick the positive thing and then just, or rather not pick the positive thing, not selectively anyway. I just find negativity to be so fucking exhausting. You know? Like, scary things are usually well, when you do something scary, a lot of the time it means growth, doesn't it? So I don't know. It's an interesting thing. Bitrate. Apparently it could be related to my bitrate. The stream health problem. Interesting. I'll look into that later. But anyway, what was I saying? I was saying that, yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of blabbing, to be honest. I'm just kind of blabbing. But yeah, it is definitely something you have to practice. But yeah, I think that a lot of what I would put down. What is it? Stop screeching at me. I'd put a lot of my kind of general positivity, kind of positive trend of this year. I'll put that down to a bit of structure. I think a little bit of structure in life, I think, is really important. You know, your YouTube's chugging. I don't know what to say about that. You might need to refresh, dude. But like I spoke about it before, and I think I spoke about it last week. But I picking a theme for the year was really important. In fact, maybe we should do like a chat about that towards the end of the year, where we all kind of pick our themes for the year, discuss it a little bit. You know, like not like a members only stream necessarily, but like a kind of you know, could do it in Discord, could do it here, whatever, where we just talk about what it is that we're looking to do next year and things like that. Because I'm hoping to pick something that makes sense. You know, I think for me next year, discipline, having a bit more discipline next year might be the word, might be the one to go for. Having a bit more rigidity in my life, just because I'm generally a vibes only person, and I know that sounds like such a fucking like humble brag, right? That sounds like it's not a real confident, not a real criticism. It feels like not a real criticism, but it is. Like, being vibes only is the fucking worst sometimes, because it's like, positivity is a good one for you, Hoops, dude. It's a positively great idea, but like for me, the notion of the notion of discipline is something that I've always been a bit kind of wary of. I'm also lazy in that regard. You know, I'm not like a completely lazy person, obviously, because like the content needs making, so that takes effort. But when it comes to discipline, I'm fucking lazy as shit, guys. I can't get up exactly when I'm supposed to in the morning. I can't fucking just do shit for when I say I'm gonna do it. I don't just sit down and do my shit like I said I would. I stray into other things. And I think that's like one of the fucking curses. That's one of the great curses, is a lack of discipline in life. You know? Not like a rigid one, but like not too rigid, but a bit of discipline. Being a bit more disciplined, I think, might be the one. Or something adjacent to that that's not as fucking military sounding, you know. But I don't know. it's what it is. I mean, it's they're feeling called out. That's crazy. Yeah. Well, I've done like ADHD tests and stuff. I've never felt like, not like official tests, like stupid online ones, but I never really felt like super like you know what I mean. But it's things like, I don't know, maybe could be ADHD. These things are like, you know, it is like obviously these things are they masquerade themselves in the way that you cope, don't they? You know, I don't know. But like that diet and exercising, all of those things, I need to just be more on top of just generally in life. What is it, you? You're screaming. What are you screaming for? I don't know what that means, sweetheart. If you go out there, it'll be freezing. The heater is in here. It's warm in here. 8-year wait. Oh, that's great. That'll be great. Yeah, that's crazy. Nah, I can't get on a waiting list. Is it froze again? Is it froze again? What is happening, dude? What's going on? What is happening with the freezing? I feel like there may be some kind of driver that needs a... Great. I don't know what's going on. Bizarre though. It was cold. Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright. I'm gonna let you out then. I'm gonna let you out. Yeah. I don't know why it keeps freezing. I'll look into it. Yeah. Fuck knows. It's just bizarre, isn't it? I feel like it's driver related or something like that. Yeah. I think that our health service is just in a bit of a state at the moment, Matt. But that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing. Yeah, I'll just need to update stuff. It might be a graphics card thing. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, no, so I don't know. But it might be nice to kind of like kind of get together on that and discuss it a little bit. Yeah, I've never had any issues on Twitch. Never had any issues on Twitch whatsoever. I think that there is something like YouTube about this. Explicitly YouTube about this. I need to look into it. I think it might be something to do with the new camera. It might have something to do with the new camera. Or to do with the bit rate. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be a connection issue. It seems to be some kind of it seems to be about the hardware, I think. Like, I don't know, or drivers or something. But it doesn't seem to be a connection issue with YouTube, so it might be on my end. You know? Fuck knows. I don't know with this stuff, to be honest. But oh, there's a thread. Yes, there is a thread. I remember there being a thread. But yeah, I don't know. But like, I suppose at the end of the year, though, it's in the same way as this arc has been kind of like looking at the start of things and going back over them. The idea of going over some of the early stuff for the channel at the end of this year is quite a nice idea. So Wednesday, going through the video, the Chaotic Beauty video, I think sounds like a fun idea. I'm into doing that. I think it would be quite quite enjoyable to do. Even if it's just to kind of like add a bit of context about what I was doing at any particular time, or how things have changed since a specific point in the manga, or when I was talking about that. Are you meowing to get back in, dude? Ain't no way you were meowing to get back in, Sky. Did you realize it was cold? Did you realize it was cold? Is that what this is? Is that what we're doing here? Did you realize it was cold? Okay. Oh, look, you're back. Because you fucking realize it's freezing out there. And now you're back here, looking for warmth. Yeah, I know, you're pathetic. You're a pathetic cat. Yeah. No, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's on you. You know, I don't care. What is it? It's because you realized, didn't you, sweetheart? Look. Do you see her? You realize it. Oh, typical cat. You're getting called typical now, Sky. I don't know what to tell you, dude. You're acting like a typical cat, so... Van point. Yeah, I know. She doesn't want attention. She wants she wants to get back into your bed, don't you? Oh, there you go. You're so miserable. You get back here. Come on then. Okay. Okay. Just sit there. I don't know what, like, she's been an absolute, like, nightmare. It's because it's cold. It's how she is. She gets like this when it's cold. You know? She eats more as well. Which is, like, fair enough. I mean, I eat more when I'm cold as well, to be fair. Which is more than enough. More than my fair share. But, what was I saying? What was I talking about? Yeah, no, I'm a bit bummed out because, like I said, there was stuff that I wanted to kind of chat about, but I've kind of lost my way with it. And that's the benefit of being able to write things down, is to be able to kind of like recall that a little bit, or at least it kind of like going in here rather than being offloaded to wherever, you know. Nah, Chan. No, stop. Down. Yeah, I know. Yeah. She is what it is. But yeah. What is it? I know. But no, please don't. Please don't scream at me freezing, please. But yeah, it is a brain worm, isn't it? It is a brain worm. You know. Yeah. I by the way, I think I might end up moving the gaming stream that's usually on a Friday to this Thursday. I think I might be going out on Friday, so it's probably something to do earlier. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm kind of all over the place right now, because I'm obviously scrambling to get the next video written. I've made some pretty good progress on it already. Stream watching Sky. I can get maybe I'll make a Sky cam at some point. But I've made good progress on the next piece of content, guys. It's like 2,000 words in at the moment, which is, I want to say, like nearly 15 minutes worth of just pure speaking in that regard. It just at the cadence of which I speak. So I think that, yeah, I don't know how long it will actually be. My social life, yeah, I know, fuck it, ooh, yeah, it's super existent. It exists, I swear to God. But yeah, so I'm working on that as much as I can. I would really love to get it out before Christmas, Blissmas, whatever. But we'll see. You know, it's more important that it gets out right, the correct way, than it does anything else. But these things take time. These things take time for sure. And that's that's what spurred me on earlier to talk about all of the support and stuff, is that it helps me make sure that I can get it right, you know. Not everybody can spend the time doing that, you know. So it makes me happy to have that as an option, you know. But I don't know. It's I don't know. This is a funny time of year, really, isn't it? Like, I never know what to do with myself, I suppose, when it comes to like this time of year, right? Like it's a funny thing, because like obviously like it's a weird kind of period of time, I feel, like Christmas, because there's so many expectations on what it should look like. Do you know what I mean? Like you go home or whatever and you spend time with family, that kind of stuff, and it's like, it's got an almost picturesque kind of mind, like, idea to it. I find that it very rarely actually looks like that. I suppose unless you got like a really big family, right? Like a big family and everybody kind of like gets together and shit like that, but that's not really my vibe, you know. But I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? Like I said, it's just all expectations. It's all just made up. I mean, everything's made up, I guess, isn't it? Oh, what is it? You like this? It's a penny, Sky. It's 2 pence. You don't want it. No, you don't want it. It's 2 pence. Yeah, no, I can't cope with the one little thing going wrong and crashing out thing. That's like, no, I can't do that. It's so much drama, isn't it? Isn't it? Some people fucking live. Some people live for the drama. And I just can't. It's so exhausting, isn't it? Right? It's really funny. It's really funny how chaotic like Christmas just generally is, right? Like, I always find that is the period of time where people really fucking, I don't know why, all year round, some people are able to just keep a cap on, or at least a partial cap on, their worst tendencies, and then they're like, Christmas is like, nah, let's just let that loose. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? You know? Especially when people get like a drink in them. Like, I just wanna chill out, dude. I just wanna chill out and fucking get and give presents. It's really as simple as that. You know? But yeah, no, the crashing out is crazy. Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to just be chill. You know? It's like, no, my mashed potatoes are lumpy. It's like, bro, who gives a shit? They're just potatoes, bro. You can make them any day of the year. It's wild. Although I am going to get my roast potatoes fucking right. Like, really good this year. I'll tell you. I'm going to get them fucking top-notch. They're going to be fucking... They're going to clear. They're going to clear. I've already got it all laid out in my head. So they're going to clear. You know? Yeah, bet. You'll see. I'm gonna get one of those really big. Yorkshire puddings. You seen that shit, by the way? Non-Brits. Have you guys seen that? You know what Yorkshire pudding is? I'll show you what Yorkshire pudding is. Here, I'll show you what Yorkshire pudding is. Right. You ever seen one of these things? Right? These are called Yorkshire puddings. They're fucking excellent. No, it's like a kind of like pastry-esque thing, right? Yeah. This is what I'm saying, Blissy, right? Yeah. Now get this. This is the one. This is the one. You turn it into a fucking bowl, dude. You turn it into a bowl and you serve the food in the Yorkshire pudding. That's my... I'm gonna fucking kill it. I'm gonna fucking kill it this year, man. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I'm making fucking giant Yorkshire puddings this year. Ain't no one gonna stop me. Ain't no one gonna stop me. It's gonna be fucking amazing. Now, you have no idea. Yeah, it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be fucking dope. You'll be jealous. Fucking hell, it's gonna be amazing. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Nah, it's gonna be sick. You're gonna knock over the camera, you guy. Right, okay. So let's address the dinner stream in the room, alright? Okay, I'm just gonna ask you genuinely, guys, what's the deal with this dinner stream thing? Is Jersey still here? Is Jersey still here? Because he's one of the main perpetrators of this. No, you cook it all separate. You cook it all separate, and then you transition all of the food into it like a bowl, and then you eat it. It's like, you know those cookie cups? You know those cookie cups? Right, okay, guys. No, we need to talk about this. We need to talk about this, right? Okay. You realize... No, I'm not coming around to the idea. I just want to get to the heart of what's being talked about here, right? You got to realize what you're talking about. You got to realize what you're talking about here, because you keep bringing it up. You keep bringing it up, and it's like, now I feel like I have to address it. It feels like it's becoming this stain on my legacy that I have to discuss. So we'll discuss it now. Fucking hell. Right, so the basic premise is... No, it's not happening, right? It would be a unique... It's not it will be, because that would make it too real. That would make it too realistic, right? Not it will be. The concept of this ridiculousness is basically a 30 pound level, streaming level, Patreon rank, where... Just let's get this straight again. Where you would pay me £30 a month. No, less than 30. 20, 28, I think I said. Something like that a month. For one weekly I eat dinner thing. On stream. With you. Presumably. Whoever's in this tier. No, but this was the idea. £7 a week to watch you eat is fucking bananas. That's a whole night. Like that's like a lot of, like, you realize how much prep would go into that every single week. It's absurd. That's $55 Canadian. That's crazy. No, but this isn't even me saying it, Hoops. This is them. This is people like Jersey saying this. This isn't even me. All right. For you to eat a nice meal, you basically, yeah, but what's, I mean, I guess it would. You're talking about mukbangs, yeah? No, pickle. That's what it is. No, I suggested it as a joke, though. I suggested it as a fucking joke, and then people were like, "Yeah, that sounds good, doesn't it? That sounds good, doesn't it?" No, it doesn't. It doesn't sound good for anyone involved. It feels really awkward. It feels really awkward for me. It feels really awkward for you guys. Yeah, I've seen the Twitch sleeping streams, but I ain't doing that. Like, you know what I mean? $55 Canadian is bananas. As bananas. That's bananas. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. That's crazy. I hate it. No, I hate it. I hate it. I hate that. And I don't know, again, what's worse. I don't know what is worse, whether or not only one person were to do this, and it's just me eating for one person, or nobody. If nobody does it, what do? Do I do it anyway? Do I do it anyway? Like, what is the plan here? You gotta see things. No, you guys, no, stop. This is bullshit, right? You guys are selfish assholes. You guys are selfish assholes, all right? Because you're only thinking from your perspective. You're not thinking about how it feels to be me. Yes, I would obviously be getting an influx of cash money, all right? But is it worth having to do this? Being this thing, doing that thing? I'm not eating Greg's for dinner. That's crazy, Imagine Dog. That is wild. I'm not eating Greg's for dinner. Hell no. Hell no. You know? They went on a date a few weeks back. Will. Absolutely. No, not absolutely, man. Hi, Sylvian. What's good, dude? Curry's no. Oh my god, how you get scurvy? Oh no. Right, you guys are completely unserious people. You are all unserious people. Absolutely unserious. Nah, he's fine. Ken's fine. He's fine. You know? Yeah. No, we're not doing the dinner tier. We're not doing it. We're not doing the dinner tier. I swear to God, we're not doing it. I'm just trying to talk sense into you crazy people, right? You know, and this is not like a and support. You also seem to think that this could be a one-time thing, right? Like no, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. Like how would that even work? How would that even work? I don't even have a Dandadan tier thing. No, because now I see what's happening here is people talking about it like, oh, we should do it as a 1-year event. Now it's suddenly becoming a free accessible thing, just a LOL joke, right? It's not. It's not. You're missing the point. No. Now you just want it to be like an event, but it's not happening. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. All right. I'm not doing a pay-per-view either. I'm not doing a pay-per-view on fucking eating dinner. Yeah, you got the McDonald's stream. You got your McDonald's stream. What else do you want? You know? Oh, hell yeah. Thanks for the 2 months, Zilvion. That's exciting. That's exciting. Seiko tier. Yeah, Okarun. Please don't say that. Please don't say that. He's fine. Okarun's fine. He's not going to be hurt. He's going to be fine. Bring my lumpy potatoes. No. Ew. Ew. Why would you say that? Why would you say that, dude? The fuck? Please. Feel free not to. Good. Crazy idea. Crazy idea. Feel free not to do that. You know? Yeah, I mean, we did the manga chapter earlier. We did the manga chapter earlier. So now I'm in the guy melting down on stream scolding the audience thing. You know? But you know, I hope that you like being scolded. I hope you like being scolded because I'm gonna keep doing it. I don't know. No, yeah, it would have to be until I eat everything. And it would also include that really awkward spot where you kind of are a bit too full to keep going, but there's only a little bit left on your plate. You know? I feel like everybody would be harsh on my extra application of mint sauce over everything. You know? Okay. That's very odd that you would say that, William, but by all means, continue to be that. I hate that. I hate that you said that. You know? Your hot cross, but again, these are all awful. These are all awful. You're all, what you say? Yeah, I eat mint sauce. What are you gonna do? What the fuck are you gonna do about it? What are you laughing about? Why are we laughing? Metal scraping and clanking. No. Yeah, I eat mint sauce. What are you gonna do about it? Is that illegal? Is that illegal? I like mint. You know? I like mint. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? Yeah, they deserve to be scolded. William. Alright? William Fancy Son. Squilliam. Yeah, I like mint chocolate. Nah, mint sauce is for anything. It's for anything. No, imagine dog. I've done that already. No, okay. Not on rice, right? Rice is sacred, okay? Rice is a sacred grain. Rice may be my favorite food. Rice is probably my favorite food. It's probably the best food ever made. There's nothing better than rice. It's the ultimate grain. You know? Yeah. No, it's very valid. It's just correct. It's just correct. More mint chip sauce on my rice, please. You be silent. You be silent, support, right now. I swear to God. Mint sauce on pizza. No. I'm not that bad. I do. Well. All the rice you desire on a dinner stream. Right. No. Well, Jersey. I feel like if I were to do that, and I'm not going to, if I were going to do that, it would just be you and me. And it would be really awkward for everybody involved. I would probably feel very uncomfortable. You would... It seems like you'd be very comfortable with it. But I'd just be very... I'd probably start crying midway through dessert, you know? I'd just be like crying into my souffle, and one tear would drop on it, and it would just fucking melt. Oh, what? You actually got hot cross buns? All right, let's see them. You put them in the food thread on Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. I don't see them. Though. 55 for this. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. I can't justify selling that, but I'm also not doing it for free. There you go. No, that's it. There you go. No, we found it. We found the point here. That's what it is. We found that midpoint. I can't justify doing it for free. I refuse to do it for free, but I can't justify people paying for it. That's what it is. I can't justify people paying for it, but I refuse to do it for free. There you go. Yeah. You know what we could do? No, exactly. Thank you, Plague. Somebody with sense. You know what it is? You know what we should do? You know what we'll do? We'll do a fundraising stream. A Christmas dinner fundraising stream. And if we hit a goal, an arbitrary goal that I've set, we'll maybe do it on Twitch. I don't know. If we hit an arbitrary goal that I set. So stupid. No, we'll do it here. No, we'll do it here. We'll do it on YouTube. Okay? We'll do it on YouTube. We'll do a fundraiser. If we hit an arbitrary goal that I set, then I'll do the stream. No, I don't want to. I've changed my mind. No, I changed my mind back. This is just stupid. There was an idea. In my head, the idea... Because you've got to also realize that I would be making food as well. And it's like, then it's embarrassing. Then it's super embarrassing. Because then it's also like, if I undercook something or overcook something, and I know I will because I'll be on stream. No, you're right, Pickle. No, Pickle, you're right. Yeah. No. No, Plague, you are correct. I'm not doing an extra tier to the Patreon. It's just not for Jersey. Basically for Jersey and support. That's what you're talking about. You're talking about that, right? No, absolutely not. No, I can't. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's fucking ridiculous. And ridiculous. Yeah, like I said, I'm not doing weekly thingies, but maybe I could figure out something for a I don't know, maybe I could figure out something for a one-off. I could maybe figure out something for a one-off, but this is not going to be a recurring thing. I refuse to allow a recurring thing. Toaster, you've just walked into the worst possible thing, because we are discussing the possibility of a one-time thing. Of a one-time thing. Oh, let's see. Oh, what? They look sick. No, they look really good. Oh, man, they probably smell fucking amazing. They probably smell fucking amazing. Oh, I love baked goods, man. I love baked goods so fucking much. Holy shit. I won't be... No, I'm not giving in to anyone. They wanted weekly. They wanted a weekly thing, alright? If anything, they wanted a weekly thing. I'm not doing a weekly thing, alright? I will... What? Here's a fair compromise, right? I am not interested in... I'm not interested in adding a new tier to the Patreon. Alright? I'm not interested in adding a new tier to the Patreon. I get nothing. I get nothing from this compromise. So I'm not going to be doing that because it's ridiculous. That's so much work. That's so much work. Alright? I'm not doing it. It's too much work. However, I will set an arbitrary number, and we can do a fundraising session for a one-time dinner stream. One time. Okay? I will do a fundraising stream. Hi Taco Man, good to see you. And we'll raise the necessary funds for whatever arbitrary number I set, which won't be an easy to attain number, by the way. So fucking get that, you know what I mean? And if we do hit that, then I'll do it. Alright? Yeah. I think that would be fun as well, Plague. But these freaks do not want that. They don't want me to enjoy things. They don't want me to enjoy cooking something. Right? They don't want to see me cook something. They want to awkwardly have me eat something on camera. Hit in 2 days. We'll see. We'll see. It depends how arbitrary and ridiculous the number is. £10,000. That's obviously a joke. I would enjoy that as well, Plague. Maybe we could do that, because that's a reasonable request. That's a reasonable request that you've got there. Before Spy Kids 3 stream. I can't stream Spy Kids 3D to you because of copyright. I obviously would watch Spy Kids 3D. I'm always prepared to watch Spy Kids 3D. I have these on me all the time. Right? I have these on me all the time, ready to watch Spy Kids 3D whenever it may come up. You don't want to see my kitchen. You do not want to see my kitchen. I rent, man. It's not pretty in there. Ego. It's more about himself than all the people. No, don't say that. No, you're manipulating me. You're manipulating me. No, you're not having Spy Kids 3D as well. You get one or the other. No, you don't get one or the other. You don't get either as a granted. Anyway, I'm gonna fucking... You did see part of it in the pumpkin murder, but you probably also saw my spice rack, which is overflowing. Which is overflowing. Absurd. This is absurd. Right. Okay. Well, I'll probably in the Discord make a make some kind of number, some kind of session. I don't know what to do. I'll figure it out. Name 5 spices. 5 spice. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Spice tier list when? What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? I mean, if we're talking seasoning just generally, if we're talking are we talking just spices or are we talking seasoning? Are we talking seasoning? If we're talking seasoning, my boy MSG. MSG is the G. Legit. Ain't better than MSG, guys. It's literally the flavor combination. Fucking amazing, dude. He's British, he doesn't use them. No, I'm only half. I swear I'm only half. MSG is the top tier shit, top shelf shit. Mix it in with my fucking tea, my dude. Mix it into my tea. I don't care. I don't give a shit. It's amazing. You know, line that shit up. Yeah, it's like salt 2. It's like salt number 2. Like, you know what I mean? God damn. Good, I'm glad that you like flavor. Flavor's important, man. You know? No, I don't know what you mean, Orbis. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, the sequel is always better. The sequel is always better. Yeah, for sure. You know? It's, that's it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know? Yeah. I've got a decent spice collection. I try to you know, be as varied as I can with things, right? Like if I'm making sauces and stuff, I'll make it myself, that kind of thing. Like I tend to like kind of just take recipes as a base point though, and just kind of like go fucking stupid with it. You know what I mean? But that's just because like honestly, like soy sauce is like my vibe, right? I'm a simple man with simple tastes. You know, like if you like, for me, one thing that I always grew up with, and is one of those like core memories for me, is my dad would buy like a a pack of pork chops, right? And he'd do this thing where he just got like it wasn't just soy sauce. I think it was like a it wasn't just soy sauce, but although it does work with dark soy, right? If you just marinate pork chops in dark soy, it's fucking amazing. It's so good. Like if you just marinate it for a solid like soy sauce with garlic, if you just marinate pork chops in that, it's fucking amazing. After like 2 days, like it change your life kind of good. But there was this like this Korean barbecue soy sauce that you could get. I had a barrel of it not long back, because you get it from like Costco and stuff, so it comes in these huge containers. I remember distinctly he'd make like this huge bowl of rice, like massive bowl of rice, and it'll just go in the middle of the table, and then just the pork chops obviously fried. It's just amazing. Like pork chops and rice, soy marinated pork chops and rice is fucking change your life good. It's so simple, man. It's so fucking simple, but it's amazing. Yeah, it's dark soy sauce with like a Korean barbecue kind of mix in there with it. Like you know what I mean? Like it's so good. It's so like I mean it is like my favorite thing is just rice and then marinated pork chops in like dark soy sauce. For me, that is it. There is nothing else needed for me. That is in here. That's hard coded. into my brain. I'll see if I can remember the exact name of it. Blissy, but it's fucking so good. Even, like I said, even just good dark soy sauce, and you just marinate the pork chops in it. So good. So fucking good, dude. Yeah, we have Costco. Of course we have Costco. Like, I think I got a membership. I got a Costco membership in my wallet. Wherever that is. I'm not going to show you it, but I do have one. My picture is horrendous. It was from like 2014. So I've got my emo hair and everything. It's crazy. It's really bad. It's really bad. So fucking bad. But yeah. I mean, I don't go to Costco frequently, but I do have one. I do have a membership. I was looking for my wallet on my shelf. Which I don't see. I must have left it in my living room. But you know, yeah, no, the food at Costco is fucking excellent. You know, great example of lost leaders. You know, because it's so cheap, but also it's quite good. And it's just to get you in, isn't it? It's just to get you in. I think I just really like Costco. It's really good. A frame next to Momo. Yeah, you just have to pay for a membership, don't you? You just have to pay for a membership. I get one through another business, like in the family, right? So I just latch on to somebody else's existing membership and kind of like, because if on business accounts you can get like multiple people attached to it or something like that. But it's really good. And like I said, it sells this big fucking container. I don't know if it still does it because it's been a while, but this big fucking container of this barbecue sauce, this dark soy barbecue sauce, amazing, like fucking extraordinary. You know, just that on pork chops with rice is like, you know what I mean? It like changes your life completely. You know what I mean? Like, and when like only recently have I really learned like velveting meat, that kind of thing. And when you do that with this, it's like the meat becomes like very soft, very soft. As long as you cut it incredibly thin and you velvet it, it's amazing. And now this is my thing. This is my lack of discipline, because now I feel hungry. I could fucking eat that now. It'd be amazing. I'm not going to eat it now before you start. You know. Yeah. To be honest, like Asian supermarkets in the UK are getting a lot better than they were, right? It used to be just this thing where you'd go into like a warehouse. Like throughout my whole life, crisp sandwich. Hey, don't knock the crisp sandwich, all right? It's a classic midnight snack. There used to just be warehouses, and that's where you get the good stuff, right? Like you just go to these like little warehouse things. That's where the good stuff is, to be fair, right? Like, if you've never had coconut Vita soy, god damn, that shit's fucking amazing. That shit is amazing. It's so good. You know, you get like all kinds of Vita soy, but like they kind of just taste like normal soy milk. The coconut one is goated. It's fucking goated. Since I was a Michael Jr., since I was a little safeties on a little rookie junior, all right. That shit's like fucking cross my heart is in here. Yeah, no, that's it. They make like these kind of markets are usually like really stacked. Like they, you know what I mean? Like you're going there, you're looking for stuff, you're looking for something, and if it's there, it's there. You know, grab yourself like a pork bun and a century egg. I've never eaten a century egg. I don't intend to. I don't intend to eat a century egg. That looks crazy to me. I probably would if there was one here. Why'd I say that? Why would I say that? That's a fucking stupid thing for me to say in front of you. But yeah, no. Hey, look. I would have a think about. Oh man, now I can't get like food off my mind now. Now I'm thinking about food. I've already eaten, so there's not really a discussion to be had. I've never had it. Oh yeah, for real. Yeah, no, blessy. Like I really like these things just because like they remind me of being a kid. You know, it just reminds me of being a kid. You know, it's funny. Yeah, I know. It's making me hungry as well. You know, like it's funny. I do find that smells are also really the thing that kind of make me very nostalgic. You know, taste and smell are two things that really are entwined with my nostalgia, I think. You know, yeah, I know, it's crazy how you can just make yourself hungry like that. I know, it's fucking ridiculous. But to be fair, I did eat Japanese food earlier. I do like Japanese food, but I do think that Japanese food is a bit more simple, a bit simpler than like Korean or Chinese food. You know, it's a little bit less, you know, intense. Like it's like ramen, right? Like I always find it really funny to see like ramen kind of presented as like a healthy thing in a lot of like BBC good food, right? Like it's like ramen's a healthy thing because it's like, oh, it's like a broth. It's like that shit is fatty as fucking. It's so fatty. It's so heavy as well. Ramen is so heavy. A small gherkin. That's crazy. I hate that. Pin it. I would be small gherkin. Oh, that's amazing. That is actually amazing, Orbis. Yeah. I mean, one of the things that I'm actually, because it's fucking hilarious, Pickle. One of the things that I've actually been thinking about recently is, obviously, I spoke extensively in the Discord about my Japan arc. Recently, I've been thinking about trading that in for a China arc instead. You know, whilst I mean, I could maybe conceivably hit both in one go, but goddamn, man, I like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, fucking hell. It would be more affordable, you know, and also like pretty crazy good there, you know. So I don't know. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. I want to get an arc done, but you know, I feel like it might be a year or two kind of vibe, you know, before that's something that I can actually look at in any serious capacity. Which is a shame, because it's like you got to get this fucking backlog of money before you can do anything. It's like, you know, this is what it is, though, isn't it? You know, I guess that's why overarching story arcs. Yeah, that is it. No, that is it. Well, no, it's Toaster. It's just one of those. It's one of those things I want to do for like ever, right? One of those things I've wanted to do forever. It's just so fucking expensive. It's not as expensive as it used to be fair. Like if you go with certain airlines, it can actually be quite cheap. Like I have seen tickets. I've seen tickets that you can get to go to like China for a round trip to like Shanghai from London could cost you about 600 per person, which is pretty fucking good, right? Like, I could manage that. And then Japan, it's like you're talking like 800 per person from London. I think I could probably swing that. Just everything else, because I want to do everything when I'm there. And it's like, then I'd get obsessed with, right, support. That's enough. Can somebody time her out, please? Jet2 holiday. You know, the first thing you see when you land in the UK, the second that you land in the UK and you walk out past all the terminals, is Jet2 holiday plastered everywhere. It's like everywhere. Right? Like it's like, I don't know, you guys have just discovered it. You guys have just discovered Jet2 holiday, which is crazy to me. This is what a fucking Jet2 holiday terminal looks like. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Yeah, these are what this is just the Jet2 holiday land. It's like the Jet2 holiday thing is not new, and it's crazy that you people have just discovered it. No, it's everywhere. Jet2 holidays. It's on the side of planes, for crying out loud. They have their planes. You know? You want to go to Tenerife? You want to go to Tenerife with the boys? That's the way to go. Yeah, it's been done for so long. I can't... They must be jumping for joy at the fact that it actually took off. Because they've been doing it for a long time. Yeah, I hate it so much. Like, it's only funny to you guys. Tasteless freaks. But it is what it is. It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful. Right. Okay. Right. It's nearly midnight, so I'm gonna go now. But, guys, Wednesday, it's not gonna be like a super long stream. I imagine 2 hours max. But I will make an actual announcement about it in Discord. I might make it just a public stream. I might make it a public stream. I might make it an unlisted stream. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. But it's literally just going to be like a commentary. I mean, like, the reason I'm doing it is because you guys want to see it, which is very nice. Like well, I think it will be at least that. Did you have to go to the video together? You must have. But yeah, I mean, like I said, you guys wanted to do it, so for me, yeah, let's do it. Why not? I will put up a reminder about it on Discord tomorrow. Cut off the end, the last 5 minutes of it, and replace it with "and then they all died." The end. Whoops. Right, cool. Okay, guys, I am going to now leave. But thanks for joining as usual, and thanks. I'm glad that you enjoyed the new camera angle. In fact, thank you, Toaster, employee of the week. In fact, everybody else who hasn't mentioned the new camera angle or the quality of the camera, you're in my bad books. You're in my bad books now. All right. You should have all mentioned it. Frankly. So I'm pretty upset with you all, to be honest. Yeah. You know? Yeah, a new camera angle, higher quality camera, and nobody's mentioned a goddamn thing except Toaster right at the last minute. It's just not on. Pickle does get a pass for the small gherkin joke, yes. he gets a pass for that. But the rest of you, no. It's too late now, Brooke. It's too late. Anyway, I expect your apologies in the Discord. I'm leaving now, but thanks for joining. Bye.